Hi, this is Alex with Semco Florida. In this video I'm going to be going through some before and after images for you to give you an idea of what Semco can look like and what the existing substrates can be that Semco can be applied to. We're going to look at some horizontal surfaces and some vertical surfaces and see how these surfaces can be transformed. So for starters, we have a bath surround here. It's got some older looking tile in the back there. You can see they already did a little brown coat with the Semco system right in that back corner of the tub to fill in what was probably a tile that fell off. And that underscores the fact that whenever you're doing Semco over tile, you want to make sure that the tiles are not coming off, because we'll bond to any tile, but if it's coming off, we're going to come off with it. So that's the before, and here's the after. So you can see they used a lighter Semco finish and used some burnishing effects with the trowel to create kind of a marbling effect there. We have some nice clean sharp corners, and you can see that little curve there. Everything's nice and crisp. Here's an exterior setting. Perhaps the owner was tired of having to clean the grout. Maybe that tile was too slippery. Which is often a reason why people want to go, get rid of their existing tile. Often they'll demo everything out and put new tile, but that's just a whole lot of work, a whole lot of dust, and a whole lot of expense when you can also just go right over it. And that's kind of one of the big benefits of the Semco system, is that you can remodel without removal. So here's the before, and then here's the after. So you can see nice clean lines up against the brick, nice clean lines around the column, and you have the telltale Semco polish bond look where you get that modeling effect, almost like a Venetian plaster, but it's more polished concrete right on the floor there. Here is a airport bathroom where you have the notorious subway tile. The challenge with this type of tile is the grout is such a high proportion of the overall surface that the maintenance becomes very, very difficult. You just have that grout was probably white to start with, and every time they clean it, it's just a matter of time before that's going to get dark. Grout is a cementitious material that absorbs moisture and dirt and dust, and of course in this setting you have a whole lot of other chemicals getting on the surface. So the after here is the Semco polish bond system. Much easier to clean. It's going to look a lot nicer, and it's going to resist, any chemical intrusion going onto that surface. Here you have a hair salon. Hair salons have a lot of chemicals that can damage floors. They can stain tile, they can stain grout, and they can often be slippery type of settings because you have liquid that can be poured on the surface. So you want a slip-resistant surface that's easy to clean. Here's the finished look here. You can see it's the Semco polish bond system with a glossier finish. It could be a matte finish or glossy finish. Either are going to have easy to clean features, but it's a pretty dramatic transformation you can see here. Here we have an exterior roof deck with a concrete paver, it looks like, that's set in concrete. Again, concrete is very porous. It's like a sponge in a lot of ways. Water gets into it, and then mildew grows, and then of course you have the little spaces between the concrete that looks like there's no grout filled in there. On the walls, it's a little hard to tell here, but it's actually a very, very small tile, maybe like a ½ inch tile with grout all around it, so you can see staining, and just overall it's a rather dingy look. So the transformation is to here. So you can see they did both the floor and the wall, and on the wall there they put those saw cuts to give kind of an architectural, almost like a cast stone type of effect. Here is what looks like a concrete tile or some maybe just a standard tile with a very large format, 2 by 2 foot by 2 foot with a grout line. They're looking to do a more modern finish, and here is the Semco natural grain finish, so that's where you have a clear stain which is put down first, and while it's still wet there's a colored stain that goes on top of it, and that creates this leather effect. So it's a really, really cool effect that you can add a whole lot of character to a surface. This project did maintain some cuts, so they put some saw cuts in after to give more of an architectural feature, which can certainly be done. Semco doesn't just have to be seamless. And there we're back to the first picture. So that's a little before and after. Please get back to us with any questions. We'd love to hear from you.